In my freshman year of college, I took a communication class. I visited with the Toastmasters for a brief period when I was working at Stanley Nissan as the business development coordinator and plan to go back. It really taught me to take the ums out of that speaking. And when I was watching myself on video, last night, I realized that instead of saying I'm making little facial gestures.
So, what was that? KJMP. Okay. They ran my ad at the beginning. You couldn't tell in the studio.
And with that, I will bring up the school board seat D, which is Jessika Smith, Neva Baker, and Kristina Brophy. Are they here? They are here. We're delighted to have you. Thank you for coming. Ladies, thank you for being part of the political process and stepping forward and wanting to do this and wanting to serve. So the order will be Jessika Smith, Neva Baker, and Kristina Brophy. So, Jessika, you go first, please.
Thank you. I'd like to thank you all for being here today and for the opportunity to speak and share some ideas with each of you. My name is Jessika Smith, with a K, and I've lived in the Fairbanks North Star Borough for over 16 years. Since moving here and since graduating from high school here not too long ago, I've observed a great number of changes in our schools and in our students. And I believe that I bring a fresh perspective and a unique insight into how to meet the needs and the challenges facing today's students. I believe that we need to reach out to our community to obtain diversified funding, non-traditional funding for non-traditional programs, to reach a more diverse group of students. I think that when it comes to funding, we should never be restricted or constrained to what is provided to us by the state, federal government, or the borough. We really need to think outside of the box. Our community is very proud of the schools that we have, and our schools are very proud of our community. And I think that by fostering greater community relationships and ties between the community and the schools, we can see overall increased performance in our students and decreased dropout rates. This comes with adding additional extracurricular and sports offerings, and by fostering relationships between the unions, the apprenticeship programs, and other types of internships. I believe that we need to better utilize the technology that we already have to keep more of our students interested, active, and engaged. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful you are. So we all hope that happens to all of you. So when I approach the podium, your 2 minutes are up.
Okay. Again, thank you all for being here. I began public service and public speaking when I was 13 years old, coming out of North Pole Middle School. I noticed a trend and a problem with the number of the students in our community, and that certain population or subgroup has become very rapidly growing group of students, and many of these students are falling through the cracks. This group of students that I'm referencing is the skateboarders of North Pole. On the last day of 8th grade, I walked into Mayor Jacobson's office and I said, Mayor Jacobson, we have a problem. All of my friends, they keep getting kicked out of everywhere. They've been kicked out of the flood project. They've been kicked out of Safeway parking lot. They've been kicked out of our schools. For what? For skateboarding? Fairbanks has a skateboard park. We need a skateboard park in North Pole, Mayor Jacobson. And he said, Jessica, you're absolutely right. And you're also extremely bright. So why don't you do something about it? Okay. And with that, we walked into the city planner's office, selected a piece of land that would be appropriate for this function, and I contacted the Ford Family Trust, who owned the land, and they donated it to us for that purpose. The next question that came up was insurance. What are you going to do about insurance? Isn't that a high-risk activity? No more high risk than football or hockey per se, but I didn't see that as a problem. I see that we are continually faced with great opportunities that are brilliantly disguised as insoluble solutions. I've been blessed with a mind that just thinks and thinks, and the ability to convey my ideas, often in a persuasive manner, to share these ideas and make great changes. We partnered up with the North Pole, or with the Midnight Sun Lions Club, and they helped us to charter the North Pole Extreme Leos. with the Leos, we had the $3 million insurance policy that we needed to go forth with our project. I was able to meet with John Shockey, who was the project manager for the Corps of Engineers at the time, and he not only agreed to allow these students back into the flood project, but also offered to clear, level, and survey the land for us. As a young student, I learned about what pro bono really meant when we worked with Merrill Jantz to do the architecture work. We joined up with the Rotary Club, who provided us with everything else that we needed, and again, I just think that I have a creative mind that never stops thinking, and really unique insight and fresh perspective into the needs and challenges facing today's students.
So now the tides have turned, and I'm sorry, Jessica, but now we have a microphone.
Well, I don't know if I need a mic. While they're still setting it up, I'll just.
Rural building about child care assistance.
You did a good job. I was looking through the channel.
We've got